Hey guys, so this is a review of the MISCHIEF Machine scope throw levers. Just as a quick disclaimer, I got these, paid for them with my own money, out of my own pocket. They were not sent to me for a review. This is just me, my personal opinion and take on these as a whole. So first thing, when they get shipped to you, or at least how I got mine, it just came in a basic Ziploc bag with a Allen screw. I'm not actually sure what size this is. Just a simple Allen wrench, and then all three of them. I got three of them for three different scopes, just in a Ziploc bag all together. And then it came in like a bubble wrap USPS package. So overall feel, they're kind of gritty, almost like a sandpaper. I would say kind of like a higher grit sandpaper is kind of the overall feel. Not a bad thing. It just definitely, gives it that gritty feel. They're relatively pliable, which is nice. So like when you're going over your eyepiece, it allows you to, you're not kind of worried about like, is it gonna break? Is it durable enough for it? It does. It slides right over, nice and easy. I actually I believe it was the PST, I slid it, felt comfortable sliding it right over the main tube, just open it up enough and it popped right on. Didn't feel like I was gonna break it. This is for a VX Freedom 1-inch tube, so it's got the notch in it. And the one thing that you'll notice right away here is the throw lever itself is not perfectly center. So like, where the notch is here, it's kind of canted off to the side. And I kind of like that. When I set it up on this PST 1:6, I was running my red dot back by the eyepiece, just messing with a different setup to see what I like the most. And the nice part to that being canted off to the side is it did allow me to run the full 180-degree throw on that scope and not run into my optic when it was sitting back here. I could get my full 180 degrees out of the throw and not lose different magnification settings because of the way that was set up, being canted off to the side. So that's kind of nice. Or just if you're left or right-handed, or again based on your optic setup. Install, they come with, it's just a screw here, again an Allen screw, and then there's a washer on it, and then you have, you have a little nut that just is gonna drop in to that slot there, so it just sits right in there, and then thread that guy in. There's a little washer on here, so don't lose that. That's so you don't pull all the way through. And then you just thread that guy on, and then obviously use your Allen wrench. There is no torque spec to that as far as how tight. In the directions, it's just a little slip of paper that they give you. In there, they just go what feels snug, snug enough where it's not slipping on your magnification ring. So just to the point where it's not slipping, it's got good grip. But they mentioned if you try to over tighten, you can risk snapping this off or busting it out of this piece here. I would assume if you went too tight right in there, that would just crack and break out. So just go snug. That's what I did on this, and it's worked really well. I feel like with that grittiness it has, it does help with holding it on there and doesn't move around at all. A couple reasons why I went with these guys over a few other companies. One, these guys if you go on their website, MISCHIEF Machine, and you pull up the scope options, they probably have literally almost every single scope listed on there. The few other brands I was looking at for these like polymer type throw levers, they don't list them all. you can't get them for, I couldn't find them for like the VX Freedoms. This is one of the few companies that I saw that actually made them for the VX Freedoms, but I think I only saw one other one out there, and there were quite a bit more that you had to spend to get them. So like when I got these, they did show that they were on sale for 25, well, sorry, originally 25, and I got them for 20 each. I did find a discount for like 5% off. I honestly don't remember where I found it. I just looked around enough until I found a discount for 5% off on them. I got them pretty quick. I think it was less than a week that they had them out to me. But one of the other reasons is so they got this little opening here on a couple of my scopes. I have the ability to dial for my long range shooting, and that little opening in there just helps you see, depending on what your magnification's at. It allows you to see through and see your number while you're dialing. But a big reason too, he really stresses the fact that these are a polymer, and you'll see some videos out there where they're just wailing on them with a hammer, and they're showing how tough they are. And I really like how he pointed out with the idea of these, they're not meant to take that kind of beating. He really points out that he would rather see these throw levers, like if you drop it and your throw levers straight up, he would rather see this, for $20, this fall and snap off, right? Snap off your throw lever, then damage your $5,000 to $3,000 scope, right? Which makes sense to me. Depending on how much you invest into your optic setups, it's a big investment, and to drop it and be like, hey, the throw lever is perfectly fine. I spent $30-$40 on that, but now I need to send my scope in because I can't run the magnification ring, or the tube's bent, or whatever it might be. He's like, these are designed. He's like, I intentionally designed these to break, and I really agree with that idea, because even if I snap this off, there's still enough here that I could grab to run it, manipulate it for the duration of time until I could get a new one. But that was a big reason, and then the price point, $20. Like if you go with some of the name brand ones out there, if you go with like a Vortex branded one, which I think it's Switchview. I'm blanking on who makes it for them, but that can be run anywhere, depending on where you find it, anywhere from $50 to $75, right? And I was like, even if I did drop it, and maybe I didn't break the scope was fine, but I snapped that off. I'm like, that's $75 down the drain because of the snapping off the throw lever. So for $20 to function as I needed to, and be able to keep the scope protected if that did snap off, I'm not really out any money on that. So that was a big reason why I kind of picked these guys too. But overall, I've been messing with them for a while, and I've really liked it. Haven't had any issues with it. Like I said, install is really easy. I do know with the nut and the washer, or the nut and the screw on here, he does have some upgrade options as far as there's like a tungsten grade stuff. I think it's just more durable. He's got a couple different options, and then they got a whole bunch of colors from black, blue, red, green, yellow. So whatever you want to do for a color wise, he's got a pile of options on there. But anyway, this is just a review that I wanted to do. Like I said, overall I've been really happy with them, and I would definitely recommend them to anyone that is looking at them. Thanks.